And how you guys doing? Welcome to the show. Hollywood's back, baby. Man, it is a couple of weeks of hell, let me tell you, and found out the problem. Me and Big D were sitting there talking, and it was like, damn, man, I can't get over this freaking BS stuff of feeling freaking drained and all that stuff. Come to find out, it was one of these new meds I was taking, and the freaking stupid doctor overloaded me instead of started me slow and stuff. So it's finally out of my system. I said, you know what, screw these damn pills, and got rid of it. So now I'm feeling a lot better today. How you guys doing over on YouTube, Facebook, and all the podcasting platforms? We got big news today besides Hollywood's feeling better finally. My God, I hate this time of year. You know, here I am thinking, oh, China Doll gave me cooties or something because she works out in the public and stuff. So I thought I had a COVID or something, man. But, yeah, it just turned out to be the medicine and stuff like that. But big news, big news. But first, I would like to welcome to the Throttle Club Jimmie Alcorn and Steve Martin. Welcome to the Throttle Club, guys. You are awesome. How you doing, Duana Raccoon? All my hooligans from freaking Discord, man. You know what? I love Discord. I wish I could have been on it a little more last night, but damn, man. Yeah, one of those days, but I know old China Doll was probably on that damn thing. Today we're going to be talking about that Sheila Jackson Lee crap. We did an episode where people heard about this new law coming out as far as gun control. And yes, I told you, man, within 6 or 7 months, they're going to be going after that stuff. So a lot of stuff pertaining to bikers in this that you guys need to know. And then we're going to be talking about Harley-Davidson. Yes, Harley-Davidson, poor company, man. That dude, that Al Bundy, as I call him, because they got him from Puma. He ain't doing too good, man. He ain't doing too good for the company. And, you know, I always wondered why the hell they don't hire people that actually really ride and understand their customer base. Sad state of affairs is what I tell you. Sad state of affairs. It is nuts with them. Well, at least they finally got their 2021 models out, and now all of a sudden they got their 2022s out. And so does Indian. Now, one of the decisions that Al Bundy has made that we'll read about is they're taking their products off of Amazon. And when I seen that, I was like, you're crazy. What are you doing? Amazon is one of the biggest places that sell online. It's not like everybody's going to your damn website. So a lot of crazy stuff, man. If I haven't said hi to you, hi everybody. Hi everybody. I'm feeling a lot better, man. Thanks for everything. But here is something that we've been working on behind the scenes, trying to get together. It's been a hard road, let me tell you, and that is Motorcycle Madhouse Radio is finally online. Yes, we got all the fees taken care of for the licensing, for the music, the whole 9 yards. It is motorcyclemadhouseradio.com, and it is a rock and roll station, baby. 80s all the way up till today. You can see right now on the screen, if you're on YouTube and Facebook, you can go listen to it right on the internet, or you can shoot this little deal right here and download the app for free on Apple Store and Google Play. We are also going to be doing a live show from there, man. We're going radio, baby. We're going old school on this sucker. I don't know what day I will be doing a live show, but it's going to be a mix of my dumb ass talking and playing songs and the whole 9 yards, man. And guess what? It's my own deal, man. They cannot censor Hollywood. No, no, no. We're going old school like it was in the beginning, man. We are using Odyssey for our backup deal for videos and stuff. But, yeah. It's about, you know what? Howard Stern don't got nothing on Hollywood. Let me tell you, that freaking big bird looking dude. You know what? It's funny with these shock jocks. What is it? Mancow, he finally retired, which it was a good thing. You know, his career really took a dump. He went from one of the best nationwide down to running his show on AM radio here in Chicago. It was like, damn, how the mighty fall. And then, of course, you have Howard Stern, man, that schluck. You know what? I was never good with people out of New York any damn way. But anyway, he, instead of doing what he did best, he went to doing interviewing and becoming a part of the same thing that he was fighting against in his early days. He became one of them. Sad state of affairs with that freaking guy. So we're going to be doing a lot of different stuff, man. We got our plate full. Of course, we got HarleyLiberty.com, all the podcasting platforms. We are really starting to push the Discord server because we are having a hell of a time over on Discord, man. Everybody's getting to know each other, getting riding partners the way it's supposed to be. We got a lot of fun rooms over there in Discord. And again, all this is free, guys. Everything is free to you guys. We do everything for free, so you have a good enjoyment and stuff. If you want to help the show, you can do so via Super Chat, PayPal, or the Cash App at $ Motorcycle Madhouse. We rely on your donations to keep us going in these hard times. So yeah, a lot of great stuff coming up. Again, I'm learning all the software for the radio. It's a whole different deal with the software, especially the mixer program. My God, you know what? It's been a long time since I've used actual radio studio stuff. But I'd really like to send out a heartfelt thank you to Big D, man. This guy, he really helps the freaking show. He has done so damn much for Motorcycle Madhouse, Insane Throttle. It kind of makes, you know what, you can't express enough how much we really appreciate what he has done. And we appreciate all the donations. Big D, he set us up with all the computer systems. He set us up with a new mixer coming out. Man, he's done every damn thing for us. And you know what? It really gives us an oomph to keep on going, if you know what I mean. Because it is hard times for all the creators now. The COVID stuff shut down a lot of businesses, which shut us down. And then you put on top of that all the damn censorship and stuff. It's like, damn, you don't know what content you can or cannot put out without them freaking and taking the crap down on you. So hard stuff, man, hard stuff. But yes, we got that radio station up. We were doing it up in the background. Man, do they love bending you over with them damn licensing fees, man, for the music. It's like, really? You guys are crazy. Crazy, I'm telling you. So, anyway, thanks everybody for that. Let's get on to the main deals for today. Here we go. And this is out of American military news. They really freaking, put everything together for us. Now, this one, and I can't stand this woman. She has a big freaking mouth. She thinks she's above everybody. I don't like her whatsoever. Anyway, the House Dems gun control bill mandates national registry, licensing, government training, and $800 of insurance. Yes, this is the bill that they're going to be pressing in the next couple months. That's the thing I never got, man. And you know what? I'm actually, I'm going to talk to him because we get into our little political squabbles. But, I always say Dems and the left, they have guns too. But why vote for somebody who wants this kind of control over you? This is not, they hate the Second Amendment. They really do. They hate it. Well, they hate your rights too. But anyway, what goes along with the Second Amendment is protecting your First Amendment. And boy, are they just trying to go to a uniparty system. So let's read about a little bit about what will be in this bill that they're trying to push. It would create a national firearm registry, meaning they will know who has that damn guns. And it's funny, if you ever watched that movie Red Dawn, and I'm not talking about the remake. I really didn't like the remake of that one. I'm talking the original, man, with Patrick Swayze, C. Thomas Hall, friggin' Charlie Sheen. That was badass. But anyway, if you watch that in the beginning when the attack on that little Colorado town is happening, that Cuban dude, he sends his troop to the local gun store to get the information on people who own guns. And guess what happens? You own guns, you got thrown in that camp. Very scary stuff right here when they know where the hell your guns are. They also want to require licensing and psychological evaluations. Funny, I didn't see that in the Second Amendment where you needed psychological evaluations. And I'm blaming the Supreme Court, man. The last freaking gun deal was Heller, and they haven't taken up any cases since. And it's kind of unreal that they can't come out and say, you know what, you got a Second Amendment, you can't do this, you can't do that. Too bad. Then all this gun control stuff would stop. And do you notice, well, except this schluck who's from Texas, that most of these calls for gun control are coming out of the coast, like the West Coast, East Coast, New York, California. If you look at all their representatives, that's where all their leadership comes from. And look how bad California is with their gun control and stuff. And it doesn't help nobody. They think passing gun control is going to make you safer. There are tons of laws on the books right now when it comes to this, but they just don't use them. It's just like the Patriot Act. It's all about emotion when something happens. Guarantee you when there's another shooting in this country, they're going to run to gun control. That's what they're waiting for. That's exactly what they're waiting for. So she wants licensing and psychological evaluations. Government training and insurance was quietly introduced by a Democrat lawmaker in the House of Representatives last month. Government training. Yeah, no. You know what? The government is supposed to be ruled by the people and not the other way around. And it's funny, they had a study that came out about this where it's a losing issue for the Democrats. Even their own party says, you know what, enough is enough, man. You're too extreme on every damn thing. Sheila Jackson Lee, you schmuck, introduced the bill dubbed Sabika Chic Firearms Licensing and Registration Act. This was introduced on the 4th. The legislation name honors a Pakistani exchange student who died during a school shooting in Texas in 2018. You know what? I wonder when they're going to offer bills about the American citizens that died by the hands of illegals. I'm just wondering. I'm asking. Gun owners would be required to purchase $800 insurance that protects the person against liability for losses and damages resulting from the use of any firearm by a person for 1 year. $800. A lot of people can't even afford freaking $800 in car repair bills, but they want to do that. That's because they know a lot of low-income people wouldn't be able to afford it and can't get a gun. The bill also prohibits ammunition of 50 cal or greater. So you're telling me even powder guns? You can't, and those are basic 50 cals. With law enforcement and certain security personnel excluded. Oh, really? So they can outgun you if you're trying to take your rights back and something pops off. See, this is the first step in disarmament. Sad state of affairs. First step. Jurisdiction over licensing would fall to the U.S. Attorney General through the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives. Oh, the same U.S. Attorney that loves putting all kind of clubs on this criminal and domestic terrorism list. Yes, or the same bureau, that started that Waco deal in the 90s. Yeah, those are the people they want to put in charge of something like this. The bill would also force gun owners to finish a government training course, have a clean record, and list their firearms on federal government registry. Law enforcement at all levels would have access to gun registry in addition to the U.S. military. Ooh, how scary this is getting. Individuals who knowingly violate the terms within the bill could face fines between $30,000 and $150,000, as well as get this. You know how, those schmuck child molesters and all that really never get punished? They get little bitty sentences and stuff. But if you go against this bill, you could face 5 to 25 years in prison. Even displaying an antique firearm in a person's private home would necessitate a federal gun license. They are going full-blown freaking Australia and Canada, baby. They're just like throwing it down the field on this one. Military-style weapons, those scary AR-15s that are just dressed up. Defined as a wide variety of semi-automatic weapons. Yes, semi-automatic is on there. Rifles, pistols, and shotguns will require a separate license. Everything's semi-automatic, man. Besides, I love revolvers and stuff. That's my favorite stuff. Individuals who have been hospitalized as a result of mental illness. This takes care of a lot of people here. Drug or alcohol abuse would be deemed ineligible for a gun license. A psychological evaluation would include other members in a household, current and former spouses, relatives, and associates. You want to own a gun, they going down to people you knew in high school, probably. The evaluation is conducted by a licensed psychologist approved by, guess who? The Attorney General, as deemed necessary by the licensed psychologist involved. The evaluation included a psychological evaluation of other members of the household in which the individual resides. Yes, this is by the schmuck. I can't stand her. I don't know how many times I can say it. Well, I'm a congressman. I heard her say during one of the damn deals when she was having a hearing, well, I'm a congressman. You cannot talk to me like that. Who gives a crap who you are, you schmuck? You represent the people. You do not represent anybody else. Oh my goodness gracious, man, these ones. Let's go to one more freaking freak, if you would ask me. Caroline Maloney unveils gun safety legislation package. Now, the reason why we're covering this stuff is, one, it pertains to all of us bikers, and two, we covered on the last episode where a pagan, because he was a felon, was in a possession of a gun, got handed down a sentence. And I argue that if you pay your debt to society, you should have your rights reinstated. You should not be punished and have your rights stripped from you because you were a felon. You did your time, you paid your debt to society, it's time for a new start. Now, I believe, like I said, and you know what, I didn't get to research this because I was all freaking that Texas, after a period, amount of time that's passed, and you've been a good boy or girl, you get your gun rights back. I think that's why Jesse James of West Coast Choppers actually moved down there. You know, he's making all kinds of cool stuff. But anyway, in addition to Dum Dum, Jackson Lee out of Texas, you freaking schmuck, you have another one, Caroline Maloney. She is also from New York. I told you, New York. What is with you guys in New York, man, on the East Coast? You people are weird, okay? I'm not trying to be a schmuck, but you guys are weird. You got weird ways of thinking. Anyway, her gun package included gun trafficking, which, you know what? We already have these laws, you dummy. Most states have these laws. Gun trafficking a felony? It already is. Trafficking in guns already is a felony. Straw purchasing. We have that here in Illinois and around everywhere else. When someone buys a gun for another person who is ineligible. She also wants to introduce a handgun trigger safety act, which would incentivize the smart gun technology that would only allow authorized gun owners to fire a gun. Basically, what they're talking about is your fingerprint deal. Now, what happens if you're incapacitated from a robber who came in and shot you, and your wife or your girlfriend, kids, whatever, has access to a gun that can stop this? Because God forbid you call 911, they never answer. 911? Well, we'll be right back. No, anyway, they can't fire the gun because it has smart gun technology on it. She wants to gun show loophole act. You know what's funny? Again, most of those gun shows happen in rural areas and not in these big cities. Gun shows in Chicago, yeah, right. New York, yeah, right. You know, that's where they don't understand the country, man. They're in this little freaking bubble in Washington, D.C., They sit there and they suck on the schlong of people like Michael Bloomberg, that moron. And, this has nothing to do about making things safer. Like I said, there's enough gun control laws on the books right now. Her proposals will likely have a hard time, thank God, getting traction because you got that filibuster in the Senate. Then she expressed optimism. Get out of here with this stuff. But what's funny is every time they get power, and this is how stupid they are, gun background checks go up to, year after year, they're just skyrocketing. Last year, 39.6 million people had background checks. 39 here. My goodness gracious, man. Then they complain about 43,000 people died of gun violence. Yeah, go to Chicago. Go to New York. It's all coming out of your backyard, not everywhere else. So very interesting stuff, I tell you. Very interesting stuff. What do you guys think, man? Let me know in the comments section about this law that they're trying to push. This is just freaking insane, I'm telling you, insane. So we're going to go over here to little biker news. The Modesto Modesto Hells Angels member sentenced to prison on drug and weapon charges. Yes. We've covered this one, and it looks like it's starting to come to a conclusion. A man who belonged to the Modesto chapter of the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club has been sentenced to prison on drugs and weapons charges. The U.S. Department of Justice announced Monday, Ricky Blackwell, 30 of Modesto, was sentenced by U.S. District Judge Dale Droids to 6.5 years for possession with intent to distribute cocaine and possession of a firearm in furtherance of a drug trafficking offense. Well, there you go. We already have laws. You don't have to make more. On a wiretap phone call, Blackwell was heard discussing drug dealing, and according to the news release from the attorney McGregor W. Scott's office, a search of his home uncovered a safe containing a firearm. Well, he had it in a safe. He had it locked up, probably according to your law. Cocaine, drug packaging materials, and Hells Angels memorabilia. Do you notice how anytime somebody's busted and a club's freaking deal is with the stuff they bust, they make a big deal out of it? The case was the product of an investigation by the FBI, the district attorney's office, sheriff's department, Modesto. It goes through, and you know what? It's basically pulling on each other's peckers, saying, "Oh, we did it." Now, my favorite stuff here. Indian Motorcycles debut the new 2022 Chief lineup. Oh boy, if you're over on the radio stuff, get on over here and check these out, man. Beautiful. This is the 2022, again, Indians made by Polaris. I love Polaris. You guys rock and roll. You got some of the best outroad stuff on the market. Anyway, don't she look pretty, man? Look at that sucker, man. Oh, she's gorgeous. Hey, now they're even, you know what, they even got GPS into the friggin' deal now, man. Nice LED type of deal. Beautiful stuff here. They're commemorating the 100th anniversary of its now remember, Polaris, Indians been going through a lot of owners until it got to Polaris, so I think they're celebrating the name, okay, 100-year anniversary. According to the motorcycle maker, Indian's new Chief, Chief Bobber, and Super Chief were designed with a simplistic and mechanical man, she's beautiful. That harkens back to the glory days of American motorcycles with a timeless, simplistic steel tube frame. Now, let's see here. Mike Doherty, the president of motorcycles, the Indian chief, is truly an iconic motorcycle. And what better way to celebrate its 100th anniversary? Now, look at the price, man. The price is very reasonable. $14,499, and it provides a stripped-down riding experience, and it the option not to have ABS. It has bulky tires, spoke wheels, larger front end, and basically it harks back to the early days. Man, is she gorgeous. Now, Harley-Davidson, I have to, I have to give them, some credit. They got some nice-looking stuff, machines here. The 2022 Harley-Davidson, there you go, looking good. It looks like a CVO model. The Screaming Eagle 131 soft tail engine. It's a new engine, they're claiming. Then you got, some of the, let's just go to, the electric bikes, 2022 Iron 12. They got some new models coming out. The Street Fighter, the Bronx 975, 1250. Electric again, LiveWire. The Sporty, they're going with the 883 again. If they ever get rid of the Sportsters, they're stupid. The Iron 1200, 48. Then the Softail's got a large lineup, and the Pan America's coming out. They're hoping to break into that stuff. They got the trike, CVOs, and all that stuff. Problem with the CO, man, that's what he wants to go with, is the CVO stuff. But, here's some problems starting to happen, man. A lot of dealerships are either moving locations or they're closing down. This one happens to be, they're moving locations. Why? I don't know, because I love these old school dealerships. For those that live near Farrell Harley-Davidson, it's moving across town after 80 years of business on Broad Street. They're going to close that location down February 28th. This one's been open since 1941. The Harley-Davidson Motor Company has been hinting at a consolidation plan for quite some time, and we have been working with them to make necessary changes for the longevity of the Harley-Davidson brand. You know what? When the company gets involved at the dealership level business, man, they ruin everything. They do. We are proud to be America's oldest Harley dealer. You're not. Kegels is in Rockford. They actually started right when the company did, 1903 or something like that. So if you're near Farrell, they're going to be moving. Now, here we go. Harley CEO, this dum-dum, says they're not going to be selling merchandise on Amazon anymore. And here he is, a shoe salesman, and he should know that Amazon is a big platform to get rid of your merchandise. Most retailers fight for greater visibility on Amazon. Harley-Davidson wants to get off of it. The motorcycle maker is no longer selling branded apparel on the internet giant's website because that's undercutting sales at its own dealers. Really? Are you trying to pull that one? Anyway, we want to have a fully integrated digital e-commerce business with our dealers. Amazon was not really something that got our dealers into the mix. Maybe because on Amazon, in order to compete, you got to have good prices, and the dealers are like through the roof. Harley is not the first iconic brand to part ways. Nike made waves when it stopped selling sneakers and apparel on Amazon. The Milwaukee-based company, which posted a surprise fourth quarter loss. My God, it was huge, that loss. I couldn't believe how bad they lost on that fourth quarter. The turnaround strategy for the 118, dubbed Hardwire, is designed to strengthen the biker brand and its pricing power, not only with motorcycle sales, but also related components and stuff. Yeah, your pricing power sucks. Anyway, going off-road, this is kind of a good one about Harley-Davidson. There will be a new exhibit focused on rugged bikes that climb mountains and raced across deserts. It's about time. that you got hill climb into this museum. During the first 65 years of Harley, couldn't most of the Milwaukee company's motorcycle be called off-road bikes? You're damn right they could. You know, it's funny, I was talking to China Dow the other day, and I told her the closest that you would see something Harley made in 1903 was a bicycle nowadays with the little engines on them. That's exactly right, and that's the point of the exhibit. From the early 70s, Harley-Davidson focused on road bikes. The Pan America is a return to what Harley-Davidson was doing most of its history. They talked about it being on display and stuff, so they're going to be getting that going at the Harley-Davidson dealer, which is cool, man. I think they really need to start giving the Harley-Davidson activities and all that stuff they're freaking due, if you ask me. But anyway, what do you guys think about all that's going on right now with these gun control bills? How will it affect you is my question. And what, do you really believe that these gun control bills are really going to stop anything? And I don't think so, man. I don't think so. But anyway, don't forget to go over to the radio station. You can stream it on the internet, motorcyclemadhouseradio.com, or you can download the app and listen to some cool-ass music as I get everything, straightened out over there and figured out. We'll be doing live call-in shows, having a good time, and just acting like fools, man. So, again, welcome to those members to the Throttle Club. Don't forget to go over to the Discord server and go over there, have some fun with everybody. It's a real tight-knit community, having a lot of good fun over there. But until then, I will talk to you guys later. I'll see you tomorrow's episode.